Grr, this song makes me so mad. This song is so awful, it makes me want to hurt myself and the others.
Can't ever be easy. So much for that bright idea. Say, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what I like to do after a long, hard week of talking smack about people more successful than me? I hit the club! Yeah, I go get my drink on, pop some bottles in the VIP lounge, mac on fly honeys, I don't know. God, you should have seen me the last time I went out to the club. I was all like, party time! Yeah, the club couldn't even handle me! The club literally couldn't handle me, because I did not, in fact, meet the dress code, so I was not allowed in. This is a true story. Okay, maybe clubbing just isn't my thing. Well, that doesn't mean I have anything against dance music or partying, but god damn pop music nowadays. The amount of club dance songs we have gotten in the past 2 years has been downright oppressive. I feel like I have to fight for my right to not party. But thankfully, I'm starting to think we might finally be moving on, especially considering earlier this year when artists like Adele and Lupe Fiasco and CeeLo Green all unexpectedly grabbed giant hits. I can see the way out. I see movement. I see progress, and it's not about the fact that those are all critically acclaimed artists. It's not even about whether or not I like them. It's just, it's something else. Anything else. And it doesn't feel like a fluke like Owl City or Lady Antebellum. Hell, even most of our bad music seems to be moving in a different direction. But even if I'm right, this trend is not dead yet. No, we're still getting clubbed over the head with songs about the club. Many of them. And just like any dying trend, the last people jumping on the bandwagon are usually the lamest. So, let's talk about LMFAO.
When I step on the scene, y'all know me. Cause I walk with a limp like a old school pimp or a real OG.
Yes, they're actually called LMFAO. One of those names that has to rank up there with Morningwood and I Rustled a Bear once as things that must have seemed funny at one point for like a minute.
We need a name that's witty at first, but that seems less funny each time you hear it.
I'm in Miami, bitch. LMFAO, you know.
Now, I've been aware for a while that these guys existed. They've been kind of floating underneath the top 40 for a while, but thankfully they never had that big crossover hit, which is good because all their songs are skin-crawlingly repulsive garbage.
The ladies love us when we pour shots. They need an excuse to...
The fact that they got signed at all was pretty damn hard for me to explain until I found out this little fact. They are uncle and nephew and, get this, both descendants of Berry Gordy, founder of Motown. Yes, that Motown. And this is not the first time Gordy's musically deficient spawn have polluted the pop charts. Kenneth Gordy, also known as Rockwell, had a hit in 1984 with Somebody's Watching Me, featuring Michael Jackson on the chorus. Whether you like this song or not, I think we can all agree that Rockwell himself is probably the least talented one-hit wonder of the entire decade. He couldn't rap, he couldn't sing. He claimed the fact that he was the son of one of the world's most influential record executives had nothing to do with him getting a record deal or a hit song, but I fail to see what other explanation there is besides nepotism and connections that he had a guest spot from Motown's most famous act, Michael Jackson, in goddamn 1984, when Michael could have released audio of himself giving his chimp a bath and gotten a hit song. LMFAO, I'm guessing, had a similar path to a record deal, because these guys are not good. Really, like, not good. I'm a little torn on whether I think these guys are trying to do this shit ironically, or whether they're being sincere and they're just bad at it. But either way, it's painful. I'm not sure how to describe these guys. Like, look, I'm not a fan of the Black Eyed Peas. And I'm not a fan of Pitbull. And I'm not a fan of Flo Rida. But I know the real deal when I hear it. And I know when I'm listening to a wannabe. Now, even the most repulsive forms of music have a scale of quality, and on this scale, the Black Eyed Peas are like Van Halen, and LMFAO is like Quiet Riot. No, worse than that. Far East Movement is Quiet Riot, and LMFAO are, I don't know, Nelson. And you don't know how much it pains me to describe the Black Eyed Peas as the originators and genuine article compared to anything, but that's the level we've gotten to. The Black Eyed Peas are the real club VIPs, and LMFAO are like the Night at the Roxbury guys. If the Roxbury guys made music instead of just bobbing their heads and physically assaulting women, they'd sound like this. Which brings us to their big breakthrough hit, Party Rock Anthem. Party Rock! And I'm trying to be fair here. This isn't the worst song I've ever heard. It's catchy enough, it sticks in the brain. I wouldn't exactly call it offensive. But I tell you, I was sick of Party Rock Anthem in record time. And I know it doesn't have any ambition to be anything but shallow party music, but it could at least do me the favor of being good shallow party music. It's commanding me to have a good time, but all it does is make me want to stay home and watch TV. I don't know why all these shitty songs like going to the club so much. Every time I go to the club, they're playing shitty music like this. Yeah, in case you missed it, they do in fact repeatedly shout party rock. Oh, we party rock! In their song Party Rock Anthem. Their first single from their latest album, Sorry for Party Rocking. Not to be confused with the song of the same name. Or for that matter, with their first album, Party Rock. They have a bit of a one-track mind is what I'm trying to say here. I get the feeling that there's not a lot of anti-war protest songs on these albums, although, who knows. I oppose unauthorized military actions in Libya tonight. And you know, I'm not sure party rock is even a particularly accurate term. I mean, I hear the party in this music, not so much the rock. Don't remind people of good music in the middle of your crappy music. Okay, all that said, I wouldn't be surprised if Party Rock Anthem got popular partially off the strength of its music video, which is actually a fairly clever little parody of 28 Days Later. See, it starts out with them going into comas from too much party rocking, and then they wake up and the world is now completely empty. They see one guy dancing, but they don't get what's going on.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all insane?
Fortunately, they're tackled by a guy I'm pretty sure is supposed to be Lewis from Left 4 Dead, who lets them in on the deal.
Ever since that song came out, every day they've been shuffling. He's on. Hey man, I ain't got time.
Yep, their song has apparently turned the world into thriller-style dance zombies.
Have a good time. Party rockets in the house to you. Shake that.
And then John was a douchebag. And so now LMFAO have to fake being one of the manic dancing douchebag zombies, lest the zombies overtake them, and they suffer the horrible fate of getting turned into dancing brainless buffoons in ridiculous outfits. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, I'm not sure. Maybe they do get overtaken by the zombies here. It's hard to tell because, seriously, what exactly has changed? And they don't really resolve that plot. The video just kinda ends. They dance around some with some random dude and a chick that I think might be Pamela Anderson, not sure. And I'm not sure if they became zombies or rule over the zombies or if the whole world ever survives the zombie apocalypse of ugly-ass clothing. By the way, you can buy all these outfits at partyrockclothing.com. These guys had a more limited vocabulary, they'd be a Pokemon. Yeah, it's a pretty funny video. Now, most zombie movies are intended as metaphors for something, and you know what? I could take the bait and go ahead and say that this means that LMFAO represents a musical apocalypse of mindless freaks that's going to destroy the world. But quite frankly, I don't think that reflects the truth very well. I think the better metaphor is that this trend in music itself is like a zombie, completely dead but still moving.
Every day I'm shuffling.
And see, this is exactly the problem. These guys aren't just bad rappers, they're bad rappers whose inspiration is other bad rappers.
Every day I'm shuffling.
That's lifted from Hustlin', a song by Rick Ross, who's a fat, slow Uncle Phil looking B-lister who likes to pretend he's a drug kingpin despite never having sold anything but weak rhymes.
I'm in the distribution, I'm like Atlantic. I got them pretty things flying across the Atlantic.
Every day I'm suffering. And I guess there are other lyrics, although LMFAO are so boring it's hard to notice them, not that you really want to.
Gang of money, open up. Yeah, I'm running through these halls like Drano. Running through these halls like Drano.
Ew! I thought I was grossed out by Kesha's Jack Daniels toothpaste. Do these idiots realize that the image they just drew was drain cleaner going through people? Need I remind you, this is what it looks like when something goes through a hole like Drano. Then again, not an inaccurate metaphor if they're trying to say that they're painfully corrosive and irritating.
Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash.
But really, the problem isn't that the lyrics are bad, it's that they're so empty and thin. It's just more pointless, boring-ass club lines. Let me guess, did they say to put your hands up just like every other hit song in the past year? God, what a surprise. Why even bother writing lyrics? Just say, get up and put your hands up on loop. I didn't mean that. These guys have so few lyrical skills that I'm not surprised that the chorus of the song doesn't have any words in it. I mean, this squealing, glitchy keyboard line here, I consider that the real hook of this song. Yes, these guys are so bad at words that their only hit has a chorus that could be accurately sung by Beaker from the Muppets. You get why I find this stuff so monotonous, right? I mean, it's just a sad, tired backwash of a song, and it makes me want...
Stop! Hating is bad.
No, I've got a point to make here, and that's this song is...
Stop! Hating is bad.
Listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you is that...
Stop! Hating is bad.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I should stop hating. I mean, this song isn't hurting anyone. I guess I can give it a try, but I better not turn into an idiot. This song is... dancey. That's original. Guess there are more important things to worry about than a silly dance song. I guess I can kinda get behind this. What's happening? What's happening? No! I hate this song! I hate this song! I hate his kids! I hate his family! I wanna kill his puppies! Never trying that experiment again. No, you know what? I'm not gonna stop hating. Not if it involves giving up all aesthetic standards, which is what people usually mean by that. And all the stupid clothing in the world isn't gonna make these guys sound interesting. This guy makes Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas look like a towering force of personality, and they don't even let that guy rap anymore. I honestly can't tell if I'm angry at this song or just angry at this trend in general. Maybe I'll come back to this song like in 10 years after the trend has died and it'll sound great, I don't know, but not right now, not at this point in time. It's just time for this stuff to go away. Because there is no way that I'm going to listen to this music ever again. Oh God. What's this feeling inside me? Could it be that the catchy beat is making me dance? Taking over my mind? Forcing me to shuffle every day for the rest of my life? No, that was indigestion. Oh well.